What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG TCG video. Today, guys, we are going to be discussing the new Altergeist support that is set to release in Duelist Nexus. Very excited to be discussing this new support with you guys, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. So as per usual with these card game videos, we'll go over the monsters first, then the extra deck monsters, and then end it off with the spells and traps. And the first card we're going to be discussing is Altergeist Wisp, a level 3 light spellcaster tuner effect monster with 1500 attack and 0 defense, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. Second effect, if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Altergeist monster in your graveyard, except this card, special summon it in defense position, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. So this card is just incredible. It's a very easy monster special summon out to the field. All you have to do is search it with any one of your Altergeist monsters. So for example, if you want to search it off by Hexia, you can do that. You can add it to your hand, special summon it via its effect, and in its second effect you can bring back the Hexia and be able to go into the Link 3 if you want, or if you want to go into some other plays as well. Not to mention the fact this is a tuner monster, so you do have some synchro plays that you can do as well. Like, just the potential that you can do with this card is just insane, and without a doubt, this is just a guaranteed slot that this card is going to be in an Altergeist deck. I mean, this card is just incredible. It's something that I do think the deck really does need, and overall, it is just a very good card. There's a lot of potential I can see, whether it's, you know, being able to just go into your Link monsters a lot more effectively and build up some better boards, or if you want to also go into some synchro plays as well with this card being a tuner. There's just so many possibilities that you can do with this card, and overall I just think this is a very good card for the archetype. But with that said, let's get into our next card, which is Altergeist Netter, a level 1 fire spellcaster effect monster with 500 attack and 300 defense, and you can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect, this card can attack directly. Second effect, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can draw one card. Third effect, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you could send one Altergeist card from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard, except this card. So this card is just absolutely incredible as well. For starters, just right off the bat, not even going into the effects, this card can literally be searched with 1-for-1, which is incredible in its own regard. The fact that this card can be searched off of that is really cool. And then when it goes to its other effects, you know, the first effect, the attack directly, it's only really useful if you're going to go with the second effect, where if you're able to inflict battle damage to your opponent, you get to draw a card, which is very nice. You know, if you're able to set up a pretty big board that can help you protect this monster, it's just a way to gain an additional draw with this card, which is pretty cool. And then if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you're able to send any Altergeist card from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard. So there's some pretty cool things that you could do there as well by sending any one of your Altergeist cards. It doesn't matter if it's a monster or a trap card, you send that to the graveyard, which sets up some potential combo extensions. So yeah, this card is just incredible. It's just an easy way to be able to get a draw off by just dealing some battle damage, which if you're able to set up a good enough protection on that monster, I do see some worth in that. Or you can just send this card from the field to the graveyard and just send any Altergeist card to the graveyard to just use it as a way to continue with your combo extension. So overall, I really do think this is a very solid card for the archetype as well. But that's going to be it for the main deck monsters. So let's get into our only new extra deck monster, which is Altergeist Adamina, a Link 4 Dark Spellcaster Link effect monster with 3000 attack, with its Link markers being the top, bottom, left, and right, and its materials are 2 or more Altergeist monsters. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is Link summoned, you can set one Altergeist trap directly from your deck. Second effect, one swap face up on the field during the main phase. Quick effect, you can send one card you control to the graveyard and target one effect monster your opponent controls. Take control of it, and if you do, it is treated as an Altergeist monster. So this card is really good. The first effect, to be able to just set any Altergeist trap card directly from your deck to your field, is just right off the bat a very solid effect. And then its second effect, to be able to just take any one of your opponent's monsters and basically treat it as an Altergeist card, is insane in its own regards. but it also is a quick effect, so you could do this during your opponent's turn, you know, when they're trying to combo off. When it gets to a situation where it's going to be a little bit too dangerous, you can just say, nope, I'm stopping this right here and right now. I'm just going to now take your monster, and it's now going to become my own card. It's now going to be treated as an Altergeist card, so now I can use this to my benefit, which is just insane in its own regards. And overall, this card is very, very good, especially with this being a Link 4. It really needed to be. I look back at when Altergeist got their first ever Link 4 monster, and it was just absolutely terrible. It was not a good card, especially for at that point of how Altergeist really were. That was a card they really did not need, especially for it being a Link 4 monster, and they weren't really that good, if I'm going to be completely honest, of going into Link 4 plays. So the fact that they now have not only good enough support to where they can easily more climb into Link 4 monsters, but also they actually have a worthwhile Link 4 monster that's archetypal, of course, because obviously you have cards like Axis Code Talker, Avermax, you know, Appaloosa, but to have a archetypal Altergeist that they can go into, not to mention the fact that some Altergeist monsters do lock you into Altergeist monsters, so the fact that they actually have a good Link 4 monster that they can actually go into is just incredible to see. Love to see it, and overall it is just a very good card in my opinion. So with that being said, let's get into our next and our final card for the video, which is our only new Altergeist trap card in the form of Altergeist Revitalization, a normal trap that reads you can only use one of the first and second effect of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. First effect, target one Altergeist Link monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Altergeist monster. This card is also really good. Not only are you able to just bring back any one of your Altergeist Link monsters that you want to, whether or not you just want to combo off, or if you want to get your powerful Link 4 monster back onto the field, is really, really solid. But the coolest thing with this card is actually its second effect. Banishing this card from your graveyard to be able to normal summon an Altergeist monster is just incredible. It's absolutely a fantastic effect, and it's very easy to get this card into the graveyard with the level 1 monster we discussed earlier, the Perionetter, I believe it was the name of the monster. You know, you can use that monster's third effect, send this card to the graveyard, immediately banish it. You're able to normal summon another one of your Altergeist monsters, and you can further your combo, potentially maybe even going into the Link 4 monster, or maybe you already have the Link 4 monster on the field, and maybe you can go into some other cards as well. So overall, this card is just really good. Not to even mention, like, again, the first effect is really solid to just bring back any one of your Altergeist Link monsters, but the second effect, I think, is going to be the most useful effect, to just be able to normal summon another one of your Altergeist monsters and further your combos when it comes to this archetype. So yeah, overall, very, very solid trap card. Really think it was a good card. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to be it for the new Altergeist support. General thoughts on it, very, very happy with this new support. Every single card that we discussed in this video, I think are going to be pretty big staples in the Altergeist deck, and I'm just super happy to see the deck actually get some really good support. You know, they haven't got support in a while from my memory, and the fact that they're actually getting some very solid support, I think this is going to really boost their Altergeist deck. And the fact that they finally have a good boss monster, because I'm not going to lie, the Link 4 monster they originally had was just terrible. It was just not a good card, but the fact that they now have a good boss Link 4 monster in the form of Adamania, I am just really happy about that. Not to mention that Malwis, Perionetter, and the Trap card, you know, they're good in their own regards, and just the potential that these cards have of really just boosting the Altergeist deck that hasn't really done that much in a very long time, and just to see the potential that these new cards are going to bring to the Altergeist deck, and just the new boost that these cards are going to give to the deck. Very excited for it. Love the new support. I think all the cards are very solid, and I can absolutely see all these cards being added comfortably to the Altergeist deck. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to be it for this OCG TCG video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the new Altergeist support down below. Do you guys think the support is good? Do you think the support is alright? Or do you think the support isn't actually that good for the Altergeist deck? And just let me know your guys' thoughts on just Altergeist getting support. Were you expecting them to get support in this set? Are you happy that they ended up getting support in the set? We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all of the new Altergeist support down below. But with that being said, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, guys, take care and have yourselves a great rest of your day.